wrote so many songs that just gave them away. And they became hits. Because when you're modern fucking gay, every few touch turns to gold. So this is a song by the Originals. Don, may I use your box for this?
Sure.
Thank you. This is called The Bells.
Well, well, well. Is Joran, like... Has he, like, upped his quality? What's it? Like, okay, fucking harmonizing. They didn't sound good. But poor thing, he tried. Let's give him that.
He definitely tried. That's one thing you can't take away from him.
You can't take that away.
I don't know if he's upped his quality, but he has upgraded the volume of his guitar. Like, and that probably has improved because you can't hear his voice so much. So,
True.
So credit to that.
Yeah.
I'm not actually sure what song that was though.
The Bells.
Oh, okay. And I do love that at the end of that video, the next selection is a cringe R&B playlist with Joran as the front runner there. So
Yeah.
that's very nice.
I know, and I'm like looking, like, is there like a hole in his guitar? Because it's...
Oh my, I was thinking the same thing.
You were? Okay, good.
Because it couldn't be, like, the inside of the back there, it couldn't be that it is the exact same color as that shirt.
It's too... It's exact.
Exact. It is. So he must have a hole at the back of his guitar.
I've never seen that ever.
I haven't, and
In
I
a
don't.
guitar.
And if that is the case, the guitar wouldn't have come like that. That would have been a Joran, you know, kind of the way he thought. Well, when I live stream, I'll get a webcam and point it at my thing. It's probably like the sound's not really coming out enough, so
Exactly.
gotta
Let's just find
cut
a
a
way
little
to
hole in here.
make it louder. Hi, everybody. And
Hello, everyone.
Yes, hello, Cornville.
Hello to you. How have you been? It's been a little while.
It's been a minute, yeah. Besides the weather being shitty, things are all right.
Yeah.
But you don't know anything about that, do you? So we're gonna continue on with the Streamzilla. We made it. Yes, we made it to the 2-hour mark. Let's see who we got here tonight. Yes, this performance is like fairly new for us. That was uploaded, not too long ago. By that I mean like days ago.
That's the first time I've heard it.
And that's the first time I heard Joran sing with those backup vocals.
Yeah, and so is he, because he keeps looking down, has he got like a loop pedal there or something? Is he doing a bit of Ed Sheeran?
Maybe.
Yeah, because I reckon he's looping those voices. Because at first I was like, why does he keep looking down? But that must be what he's doing.
I have no idea.
He's looking in shape. I must say. I mean, round is a shape, so
it is a shape, yeah.
He's definitely looking in the shape.
Like a rock. Like a very sad rock.
Yeah. It's like it's I think Joran is like one of the rare occasions where, like, internet obsession, like a YouTube obsession, resulted in him losing weight, like getting off YouTube as he's packed on the pounds. It's different.
It's the opposite.
The opposite, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, he had to break up with YouTube, and what normally, I mean, I know like what I do when I go through a breakup, I become a skinny legend.
Absolutely.
He's doing the opposite.
Yeah, you can imagine him sitting on the couch eating like, Ben and Jerry's. Fuck you, YouTube. I don't even need you. I'm better off without you.
West Mouse, I thought you loved me. I thought we were
said
boys.
I wasn't gonna be a troll.
All right, let me say hi to I'm already losing my voice. We've got Donde, generic Puerto Rican male, Pussy Destroyer, Outdoor Loser, Mountain G, Cookie Whoopie Pie, Polynomial Purebred, Cyber Squeak, Kit Kat Meow, Bonjourn, Hello Serenity, Chatterbait Billy, Rageful Virgin, Evil Little McNuggets, That Damn Doctor, Sorry Please, and Online Lobster. I'd make no promises about the boiling. I apologize. All right. Can I say that I know what's going on as of right now with this stream? I don't remember.
I was trying to think about that kind of as we were talking before. Like,
Yeah.
Yes, I could have listened back to where we were, but I didn't.
Yeah, same.
So let's just surprise ourselves, I reckon.
Yes, yeah, surprise ourselves. Let's see. Let's just see where we're at.
Oh, he was so upset that he betrayed the trust and the belief that someone had in him, and he's upset that Maria.
Yeah.
Do you know the one that I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The one where he, it's that particular one where he's like, oh, I don't know why I do this, and then Emma's like,
Wait, are they talking about Joran?
I'm kind of confused who they're talking about.
So I'm pretty sure she's talking about. Well, but this could be Joran that she's describing here.
Exactly,
Just
yeah.
Future Joran.
We're getting the element of surprise, and we're like, oh, nope, just another Joran stream. Hey, nice. Maybe that's why he's not saying anything. He's like, wow, these sound kind of familiar. I think I've heard this somewhere.
Wow, she is fucking nailing me. Like,
God.
she know.
Melly. For cool, Melly. That's what he called her, right? Melly.
That's right, Melly.
Stupid. Everyone gets a nickname from me, so blessed. So blessed.
Yeah.
So yeah, that one, and he has this sort of resolution. It sounds like he has a sort of resolution at the end where he is like, right, okay, he pulls up his boots and he's like, right, okay, let's do it. I'm gonna make this change, and then just starts drinking. And I'm like, oh.
Yes,
one.
He sure did, didn't he?
Yeah. So yeah, that's my little
Bartek donated $3 and says the best call is Winnie messes with her re-up name. Also, Tiffany, I love you. Also, Clobber is a lot more oatmeal cookie than chocolate chip cookie, if you know what I mean. I do know what you mean, Bartek.
Ooh.
I don't know what
I
that
can
means.
see that. I can see that.
Is that an insult?
I just assume it is. Anytime I see
Sounds like
Clobber in the chat, I just assume that I'm getting insulted.
Well, I mean, some of us really like oatmeal cookies,
Thank
so...
you,
In theory.
Dan Allen's literal S-hole donated $1 and says, "Don't look at me. Maybe Lauren's seen them."
So just a quick
go
shout out to mini syllables. Just like another thing I've been getting a lot of entertainment out of are those Disney parody drawings.
Oh, they're so
like
great.
especially the one I was thinking of when we were talking about Roy, like the Toy Story
Yes.
drawing that's Roy's story with the mustache. It's got like Buzz Lightyear with more in the background with Bud Light.
Oh my god.
It's very, very good.
The Little Mermaid one is so
Oh,
detailed.
I
The
used that
penis
one a couple
tentacles,
days ago.
yep.
It's so good.
It even has the swordfish in it and the
Right.
the neck scar and
It's crazy. Yeah, the detail is what gets me every time. Like I didn't notice the penis tentacles until after the stream.
Mhm.
Again, Jordan has no idea what the fuck they're talking about.
Is that Disney's Little Mermaid? I don't remember penis tentacles. What are you talking about?
Whoa, you guys, what kind of porn are you guys watching?
If there's any genies in that pool.
Yeah, I know there's a genie in one of the movies. Hi,
I'm
Chad.
surprised you didn't pipe up and go, has she parodied Aladdin at all?
I wish
Just for interest's sake.
I wish I could remember who did those drawings. They were really good.
Many
Is it
syllables,
many
wasn't it?
syllables? I think that's who I thought, but I wasn't
Pretty sure.
positive. Okay, well, she's bloody talented. Chad Barrels, you got to get back to posting your art on IG. Happy New Year! Hello, thank you. When I paint, I definitely will. The will is not strong right now, but I'll get there. Asbury Brad and Viral Effects. Hello. But yeah, he. And of course, when it has to do with insulting Clobber, Jordan's right in it.
Oh yeah,
About the
absolutely.
cookie.
Nothing to say about anything else, but like, Danny goes, some people like oatmeal. He's like, in theory, I'm not exactly like I know you're trying to have a go at Clobber. I don't really get it, but it's funny that's the only thing you have to offer is to try to have a go at Clobber. That's pretty good.
What kind of cookie would Jordan be? Something really dry.
Yep. It'd be like an Well, you guys wouldn't have these, but we have Anzac biscuits, which are basically just like oatmeal and golden syrup.
Oh.
And they used to be like rations in the war because basically they just last forever because there's nothing actually in them. That Jordan might be an Anzac biscuit.
I like that. I could see that because I can't think. Or like, oh, you know what? Samoas. Maybe I don't like. I hate like Girl Scout cookies. The Samoas. They've got the coconut shreds in them.
Oh
can't do
yeah.
those.
Well, I never had those, but I don't like coconut. A good suggestion in the chat from Viral Effects is a Brazil nut cookie. Now, I've never had one of those, but I fucking hate Brazil nuts. So that tracks. Jordan might be anything Brazil nut.
He will love that. But I bet it's not what he thinks it is.
No,
Yeah.
no, it'd be.
Those old
Ooh.
those old people cookies from the tin that you, once you're done using them, you use them as to keep all your sewing stuff. Those are
Yeah.
good. They're so bland, and I do know what those taste like. I like that too. These are all really good options. So
Good
fucking
stuff,
A,
guys.
yeah.
That I used the picture in. Like, yeah. So yeah, just a shout out to her. Those are very good.
They're amazing. I'm hoping that she does some kind of like series with it or some kind of animation on her channel where she just like, or even if she just like, you know, presents it as just a series of, you know, just still images under like maybe a Lauren song or something. That would be perfect.
Draw a genie.
So
What was that,
I'm
Jordan?
gonna move
Nothing.
off of Lauren for just a second here.
I'm sorry, what?
Just imagine Jordan sitting in the back going, draw a genie.
Well, he did ask Mini Syllables to draw the genie character for his skit.
He did?
Yes, and because Mini Syllables was like, okay, well, it's Tiffany, and Tiffany, you know, they usually do the Barbie thing, the Malibu Barbie. So she did it, and it was like a blonde genie, and he was like, and he didn't like it. She was like, no, give her darker hair, and give her this, give her that. Like, bitch, she's
Why
doing
not
this.
make her Mexican?
Yeah, she's doing this for you for free. Like,
Mate, that. I wonder if the end of the Mini Syllables interview is like, do you do commissions? What? Oh, nothing. Nothing.
hi, Honest. Yeah, like I get it. Like if someone asks me like, hey, could you paint this? I would like it to be like that. Great.
Yeah.
Tell me now. Not let me just go off my imagination, and if I'm completely wrong, then, you know, fuck me, I gotta start all over again.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But that sums him up. Like, any help he got, he just threw it back in people's faces.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. And he did that a lot. Like he didn't, like when like the Tegan interview, just how he was with and the chick who was in the improv group as well. He doesn't take criticism, or not even criticism, constructive criticism.
Yeah.
Like, at all. Hi, Stubble, repent, repeat. Yeah, and like, people just didn't know what to say to him because he just didn't like being told anything.
Yep. See, I always imagine him in Funny Please is like Michael Scott in his improv class. It's just like every scene has a gun. Every scene has Jordan as the hero.
Yes, except for that one where he finally he goes into his villain era.
Oh yes.
Yes.
Yep.
I'm the 1%. Stop right there. Immediately drops his gun. That was supposed to be a surprise. This little bubble gun.
He's such an idiot.
See Cybersqueak. Hey Jordan, can you speak a little louder on your next take? I can't believe they don't understand my creative genius, morons. Hell yeah. It's creative process.
Because you guys are all very familiar with the To Catch a Predator. I mean, that's we're Lornographers, but we also know our To Catch a Predator.
All right, sweet. This is when they start going into TCAP stuff, and I believe Jordan does talk a little more.
Because that's the only thing he really knows, and he doesn't even know a lot about that. But especially if they get to Dan Allen, fucking what's his name?
Who do you think Jordan's gonna talk
Gay
about?
Romano.
Yep. He's gonna say Palumbo.
Yes, he loved that guy.
He loved saying, "I'm not gay or anything. I'm just saying." He liked that so much.
Yeah,
and I
like
feel like
it was.
He liked it for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
I smell the homophobia from here. It's it.
100%. Like, and because I think with a lot of stuff, he would always. Like, I don't think he would get the same reaction to this stuff as most of us do. Like, I mean, I love where he says, you know, I'm not gay or anything. You smell my breath, because I mean it's pretty funny. Like, because how would you tell if you were gay or straight by your breath? But like,
Well, if your
I
mouth
like
smells
that
like
because
dick, I guess that's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah, true. Good point. But it's just so funny because it just shows you how, like, Palumbo doesn't get it whatsoever. I mean, as Chris goes straight up to it, it's not about gay or straight. Like, it's
exactly
about it being a child.
It's about it being a child.
Like, it was like he was going to be like, I'm not gay or anything. And Chris was going to be like, well, if you're not gay, you clearly don't want to fuck this boy. So, off you go. We've made a mistake. You know, see you later.
Yeah. No, you could take the, you know, but we'll keep the booze. Yeah, thanks. We'll let the teenager drink it.
Yeah, and I mean, I think the real reason he was saying that, because obviously I think that wasn't accepted in his family, so he was more concerned about them finding out he's gay than him being a pedophile like that, which is really, really fucked up. Like, you really get the thought if he was caught for trying to have sex with a girl, an underage girl, it wouldn't have been that big issue for him, which is pretty fucked.
Oh yeah, that is. Oh yeah, so freaking accurate. And I have a feeling, just because this is how we all think Jordan's mind works, part of me is like, is he saying that so all the ladies know he's straight?
I think so. I think you're right there, just as you were right before where you said where about he likes that line because it's his homophobia showing. But I mean, every fucking stream at some point ends up him telling everyone he's straight. I mean, he couldn't even have a bit of banter with whoever it was. What in the No Viewers live stream? I can't remember who it was, but it was someone that's. Anyway, someone said something about, is it getting hotter here or not? And he's like, it was a guy that said, and he's like, oh, are you gay or straight? Like, you know, I just need to know. Like, why? Why do you need to know?
Yeah, what gender are you?
He doesn't want to fuck you. Like,
no one wants to fuck you, Jordan. Yeah, believe me, Jordan, none of us thought you were gay. Quite right. Hello, Lauren's moms, Camel Toe, and Cat G. Hello, Cat G. Yeah, of course. Yeah, exactly. Gay people have standards, Jordan. Like, come on now. He'd be kicked out right away.
Well, that's it, and it is yet another thing that Joran shares with Lorne. Like, because Lorne will go about that, like, as if I mean, much the same. No one wants to fuck you, Lorne. No one wants to fuck you, Joran. But this whole thing about, oh, well, you know, if they're gay, like, even if they're gay, they don't want to fuck you. Like, no straight woman, let alone no gay guy, is going to look at Lorne and go, whoa, get over here, you big bear. Like, it's not happening.
You big bear. I guess he's turning into like a granny bear. Grandpa bear. Grandpa.
So do you have a most hated predator? Like, I recently did my top 10 most hated, and it was the most difficult list to come up with, to narrow it down. I did go with that excuse that because Walls did it as well, or he did it before me actually, and I said, well, I didn't put Dustin in there and I didn't put Kevin Westerbeck in there because, you know, Walls had him on their list, on his list, so that was my way of backing out of that. But Joran, do you have a most hated predator?
I honestly don't know it well enough to give a really correct answer, but one or two of them molested underage family members, right?
That was Kevin Westerbeck is
that would go to the top of my list.
And Hambubger as well.
Yeah, probably Hambubger, but also Westerbeck, Molesterbeck.
Yeah, no, that's he's definitely in most people's top.
Yeah, Cookie would be my correct answer. Does he think this is a real quiz?
Clobber's just sitting there with like a little marking pen, like tick tick. Oh, didn't do so good there, Joran. I'll give the exams out at the end.
Yeah.
And also, if you don't, why are you here?
I know.
What about this interests you?
Exactly. Like, not that like you have to have like one favorite predator, like who's like your number one, but like I'm sure all of us have like either talked about it on a stream or just like, you know, contemplated like, you know, who is the worst? Yeah.
Absolutely. And he's just, like, he's basically saying, I don't know it well enough. Like,
yeah.
If you need, and I mean, and even in that, so say you only know 4 predators, well, pick one of those to be the one that you hate the most or whatever. But I don't understand, like, why would you, like, this is a niche group.
Yes.
Why would you be here if you weren't interested in this kind of stuff? It'd be like, you know, why would you joining like a sporting forum and be like, oh, I don't really even know NFL. Like, well, why the fuck are you here? Like, why are you giving up your time to be here?
Exactly. Why are you wasting everyone else's time? Yeah, and right, Squeaks, like, correct. It's an opinion question. It's not there's no right or wrong answer. It's who do you think? Now, I'll put you on the spot, Cornville. Who's your most hated predator?
One of those things probably changes with, but like, no, look, it doesn't change. It's probably always Jeff Sokol.
Jeff Sokol.
I really can't stand that guy. He's probably, because I can't stand him, like, with how, you know, smug and arrogant he is about it. But I also find him incredibly fascinating. Like, the fact that he can still eat, like, you know, he is just being caught trying to fuck this kid, yet he's like, can I finish my pizza? Like, I don't know anyone else that could eat in a moment like that. Like, surely your body is pretty much shutting down. But he just sits there and eats, and there's just so many funny things with him, like, you know, like, ask Chris, does he want a slice? Like they're just gonna hang out like they're bros.
I think there's some beer in the fridge.
Yeah, and just he is so stupid. Like, I always love someone that thinks they're the smartest guy in the room when they're a fucking moron. Like, all the stuff, like, his interrogation is really good. Where, and I think with him, like, you know, sometimes you think, like, with Lorne, I think, you know, out of all the people at the KBI, he got the worst interrogator for him.
He did.
Because he's not going to give anything up. Like, Catherine Reed would have got a lot more out of him. But that, like, the guy they got there, which he was interrogated for another one as well. But, like, that's the perfect kind of thing to go against Jeff's arrogance. Just this, like, you know, guy that looks like after this he's going to go watch the footy and slam 100 beers, just be like, nah, that's bullshit. Like, everything he says, like, nah, that's bullshit. Like, you didn't have Cialis in your pocket because you always carried in your car. That's shit. Like, probably Sokol.
Yeah,
how about yourself?
Richard Burnham.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember him?
I know the name. What sting is that?
Ocean County, I believe. The thing that I hate the most, and only a few predators did it, and when he does this is what makes my blood boil the most. He brought lubricant, but Casey was standing like at the bar area, like, oh hi, how are you? Like, trying to have a conversation. This dude gets up and tries to like accost her, like tries to just like, all right, let's get this started. Like, excuse me?
Yeah, I do remember him now, yeah.
I hate that. I think Lurch did that too.
Yeah, he went in for the big hug straight away. And you know, look, that's the other thing I love about, like, the the so-called interview with the interrogation is where he's basically trying to say, the cops have done the wrong thing here, and goes, why didn't you wait to see if I was going to have sex with her? Like, how do you think that work? Like, Chris is just going to stand there off camera and wait until your pants are down and be like, hey, none of that, you're under arrest.
Oh,
it's so fucking such a weird thing to say.
That is, and yeah, Sokol's definitely in my top 5, I would say.
Yeah.
Because the whole thing with him, he can rationalize anything in his mind.
Yeah. And even his chat, his chat's really fascinating, and just he's all the talking down about other people, where he goes on, I mean, with the amount he talks about dick size, I'm guessing he's not packing a great deal, because I've never look, and granted, I've never been in any chats with underage people, but I've never come across another guy that would talk about other people's dick size so much and deride it so much, oh yeah, if they don't if they don't have a big one, they're not really a man. Are you trying to get this child to say, oh, I don't really mind what size it is, so you can be like, all right, you're all good, little Jeff. Should take anything. It's so, and then he just he talks down about everyone in his life, and I'm thinking, Jeff, you are spending all of your time talking to a child. I don't care who's in your life, they're better than you.
Exactly. Or I wonder if he was trying to match Bailey's energy because she was such a badass.
Yeah, true. And see, that was the HVP ones. That was something that they definitely got over the original TCAP, is that they were you compare the way the decoy was presented to Lorne to how the decoy was presented to guys like Jeff and that, and pretty much all the guys in Hanson vs Predator that, much more not aggressive but much more
a little rebel,
forthright.
Yeah, someone who's going through starting their preteens and wants to crash the system. I don't know. Hi, Long Fast Fuse. Oh yeah, Lurch was definitely gonna do that. But yeah, that's what gets me angry, because it's the fucking gall of him. He's well, it's almost like he didn't even see her as a person. I don't know if he even said, because I haven't watched it in a while. Does he he barely talks to her?
Yeah.
Richard Burnham. He just gets right to it. It's oh, what's in? I can't remember what his excuse was for the lubricant, but I need to rewatch that again. It's been a while.
Yeah, I definitely it rings a bell, but I'm not. I'll have to rewatch him. But yeah, there is so many. There are so many ones that if you remove the horrific act they were trying to do, it's just so funny. Bald Beaver Hunter, John Wesley Elliott, he is such a weird dude. It's just, I hate Jeff the most, and obviously don't get me wrong, I don't like Bald Beaver Hunter, but he just makes me laugh so much. He's just, the way he just kind of waddles in, and he's thinks that a therapist has set all this up so he can just try to, help pedophiles. It's just so funny.
And he's so honest.
Yeah.
Maybe a little oral.
I don't think there's anything wrong with just oral.
Yeah.
and then his interview with Catherine Reed is so good. Where she's your wife is going to be pretty mad. Why don't we role play you guys?
That's right. I haven't watched that in a while.
I really wish he really bought into that. That would have been amazing. Him and Catherine Reed sitting there and just well, hi John, how's it going? Look, I've done something. Oh, what have you done?
Maybe he thought he was gonna get a certificate by the end of this, instead of go to jail. You did it. Congratulations.
You pass.
You pass.
Oh, it's pretty good.
That's good. with TCAP, it was Squeaks. It makes sense, I guess. With TCAP, it was kind of a new thing in terms of television and televising a sting. Nationally, they probably weren't quite sure what would work quite. Yeah, totally. Yeah,
absolutely.
They evolved a little bit.
Yep.
Over the years.
And that's it. And like, I mean, I think Lorne is a great example of kind of, they didn't realise how little they had to do.
Do you think they oh God, I'm going all over the place here. But do you think Lorne really needed that whole month to like muster the courage to get there? Or could he have gone? Would have like, it didn't seem like he tried to get there sooner than like the actual like scheduled, like I get they have to like schedule the sting and all that, but like I don't remember him ever saying like, oh hey, what are you doing? Can I come down right now?
No, you are right. But then I wonder, is that just more like part of his, like, you know how he just went like the really gently approach? Like, every time I push the thing further, we have an LOL at the end and that kind of stuff. Like, say, I wonder, like, you know, say if the decoy was more like, you know, the Hanson versus Predator. Like, say the decoy was like how Bailey was with Sokol. If she was like, you know, look, you know, my parents are away this weekend in the first week, would he go? Like, I don't know. But, like, I think about where, you know, it's kind of getting a bit closer. I think it's a week or two out. He starts saying, well, you know, you're going to have to give me your address and all that because he wants to go and do a dry run and that. Like, if you're in that, so say he was like that, and then, you know, they could basically schedule this whenever. If the decoy was like, well, since you're coming up here, look, my parents are going to be out for 2 hours. Did you want to drop in? I 100% he would. He would.
Yeah. Totally.
But I mean, look, in saying that, do I think that because he was so willing to go, and that was just after that much time, like he was fully comfortable? Because one thing is for sure, when he went there, he had no questions in his mind whatsoever. He was like, this is on. I think earlier on, he definitely had thoughts in his head about could this be the cops, that kind of thing. But yeah, those were out of his head by then.
Yeah, he's not very smart, is he?
No, he's not overly bright.
No. Thank God. Because if he was smarter, I think he could have been a lot more dangerous.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I think he's low intelligence is the only thing from him. Like, I mean, he is a very, very dangerous person, and you know, he is much more dangerous than we give him credit for. I think in stuff like, you know, the more recent call like SMH, like, that shows how dangerous he is. And that's only what he tells us. But like the way he talked about her, the stuff about like the locks on the outside and all this kind of shit, like, and I mean, I don't know if you've listened to that one yet.
I have not.
Right, yeah, so it talks that there was, because he put up kind of Roy has this 25-year-old friend who seems, I think they're a drug addict or whatever, that they were maybe going to rent out a shitty part of the shed for $200 a week or so. So that's funny in and of itself. But anyway, he tells Jamie that basically when she got there, she was like, oh, I've seen that truck before. You've been following me around town. And he denies and all that kind of stuff, but he clearly has been stalking her. But it's just stuff like it's listen, when you have a chance, this is a call like it. But my rambling point was that the only thing that keeps him from being, you know, seriously dangerous in terms of, you know, physically hurting people is now he can't do anything because of probation. And his intelligence level. Like, he's not smart enough to pull off the depraved things he wants to do.
Exactly. Hi, Nathan. Tag along. Welcome. All right. So let's give it to us, Jordan.
Top 5 for sure.
And Watley too is also horrible.
Oh yeah, he's kind of a underrated one.
Yeah. Pure evil too. I believe he was I think rapist. Whatever it was something horrific.
Mm-hmm. Lorna, do you have you have somebody who you just?
I wish he explained more. Like, what about it? Like, tell us, like something about the when they got up there, like, or the chat, like, I like no example or nothing. I don't know.
Well, he thinks he's a rapist. Isn't that enough?
I guess. Yeah, something horrible. I don't know. Whatever. Whoa. Okay, Jordan. Jesus Christ.
Cannot stand.
Yeah, I mean, definitely because of them being like touch offenders, Westerbeck and Hambubger for sure.
Okay, sure.
Like, yeah, like that kind of puts them in another category because
yeah,
they had like real victims. But I mean, definitely Dustin McFetridge, just because of how experienced he seemed too. Just he just seems so like, oh, like this
Absolutely.
is old hat for me. Like I'm not new to this seducing children game. Like it really felt like that to me. So that kind of puts him in that category as well as like a likely somebody who's done something to someone in the past. I don't know.
Yeah, and I don't know if you've ever read his chat log or checked out.
Oh yeah. I watched the Bapsby videos.
It's
So, that's the only way that chat log is palatable, honestly.
Yeah, absolutely. And like in some ways, Lauren's chat log is a lot more palatable when Bapsby's doing it too.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, anything's palatable when Bapsby's doing it.
Oh, for sure, for sure. But yeah, just like it's stomach turning. Yeah, just that by itself also. But yeah, he's just he's nasty. Like
he would have definitely been on my top 10 if Walls didn't have him, and as would have Westerbeck. Milena, do you have one?
Actually, I have a couple, and I do believe they have changed since last we talked about it. But can't remember his first name, but Spikes.
Todd Spikes, yeah. He's on my list. Todd Spikes, number 9.
Yeah. And that other predator that he befriended him in jail,
Daniel Kelly.
Daniel Kelly, thank you. Sorry. Yeah,
and the guy who brought his son.
What's that?
The guy who brought his son, obviously.
Oh yeah.
That was fucking crazy.
Yeah. But that because those three are vile in their own ways. I think the reason why I picked out those two first, because one is definitely a serial killer, or one in the making, and the other is definitely a serial rapist in the making. So
yeah.
So it was a Todd Spikes, and what was the second one? Sorry, what was his name? Daniel Kelly. Like, because the behavior and the way they speak is incredibly disturbing. Like this is all like they don't have the same level of panic that the other predators had as well when they were caught. So like Todd Spikes had this kill kit in his car, and when he was interrogated, he had like this sort of he almost looked not even frustrated, but he was just kind of like looking around, like waiting to go. Like he was like, oh yeah, I've been caught. Like let's just get this over with and done. Like you let me just send me to prison so I can come back out and do this all over again.
That's a great point, Milena, because I thought this too. Like Todd Spikes, when he got arrested, when he was in that interrogation room, he had this smug arrogance that he knew he was going to get away with it. He knew he was a cop. He knew. So that's one of the things I really hate about him. Is he was in there like, you know what, can we just go through the motions here, and I'll be back on the street in like 2 months.
No time.
I'm sure I'll get probation, or just go ahead and slap me on the wrist and send me back out there. But I'm convinced that guy was going to kill that decoy.
For sure.
Oh,
like absolutely.
Like he has that air about him. Like you could just see it in his face, in his just eyes. It's just this. It's like he does behave like other serial killers. I'm sorry, but I've seen the interrogation that they have the same mannerism. Now, fuck me dead, I forgot his name. Daniel Kelly. Okay, I remember that. It's okay. Yeah. Daniel Kelly, he talks like a serial rapist because he has this sort of air of like almost like innocent, but also kind of like a romantic, charming way that he talks about the decoy.
Oh yeah, he talks about like taking her on dates and going to the movies together and having dinner. And...
Yeah, exactly. So it's kind of like he talks like, oh, well, it was going to be a relationship. It was going to be something, like of course, like he's lying. He not insisting that they were actually going to have sex, but I don't think it was going to be sex. I think it was going to be something quite different. For him anyway. So yeah, he also talks like a serial rapist. So I think that those,
yeah, he was definitely he had that creepy vibe.
See, everyone is giving such really good answers.
Yep. They sure are. Like, detailed descriptions on why they think that, and Joran can just come up with probably a rapist. Like, I mean, good. I mean, fair. Chat. Seeing all these people were caught trying to fuck a kid, probably a rapist is a safe bet. Like, that's.
I mean that's not a wrong answer, I guess, Jordan. Okay. Egbert, hello.
And he did think he was getting marked for this, so he had to play it safe. You don't want to take a big swing and be like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" F.
Exactly. Yeah, these are all like really good answers. And Jorn can't contribute at all to this. It's great because it's like good, but like at the same time it's like, come on, Jorn, just fucking say something.
Exactly. Like, we're here for you, Jorn. Like, I know you had no way to know this at the time, but come on.
And you'd think that, like, I don't know, because no, this is me like giving him some type of credit. Like, if he's used to doing improv, he should be better at this.
He should be. He should be able to think on his feet and, kind of roll with what's been presented to him, but he is struggling here. I mean, not that I think he's good at improv, but even if he was, he doesn't have any understanding of the source material to contribute anything.
Watch, he has like all his answers written down. And then like insert joke here.
Is this table mahogany?
And like he's laughing to himself like, oh, this is gonna be hilarious. God damn it.
He'll start doing the Jeopardy music soon.
Oh God. Yeah, but his like mini syllable, like me. Jesus Christ. When in doubt, too many syllables, I guess.
You gotta have something you can fall back on.
Yep.
That creepy vibe.
Yeah. It's like he almost had like sort of like everything was all right, like it was all good, like everything's fine. It's just I don't know. I don't really know how to explain it, but and that guy who brought his son, I hope he's burning.
Yeah.
Quite nice.
I can never remember that guy's name, but
me either.
Yeah, hopefully if CTP is still here, he's my resident expert.
Clive something, isn't it? Clive or Cliff?
Gosh, yeah, I don't remember his name. I remember listening to the Predators I've Caught, the podcast, and I remember the episode. Clifford, okay.
Clifford Wallach.
Yeah, that guy is he's evil.
Yeah, he sucks.
Evil motherfucker.
Like that kind of thing there, like, when I first was watching, like, TCAP for the first time on YouTube, because there was so much after it, like, it was one of those ones, like, you had to check you were seeing the right thing. Like, I just couldn't believe someone would do that. Like, yeah, fuck that guy, man.
Yeah.
Like, I think if I knew more about him, he would probably be my most hated, but we just don't really know much about him.
Yeah, I think if you listen to the podcast episode, I think they give a little more of like his background and also what has happened to him since, and it's not it's not good from what I remember.
Oh, that's good.
Putting it lightly.
Oh, we'll have to listen to that. But the one thing I did like about that segment was that, like, you know, where Chris comes in, I like it for two reasons, because I think this was the best thing Chris could have done. Is like, you know, where he comes and he says, look, you know, you've got your son here. We're not going to do this in front of him. I think it's best that you turn around and leave right now. So I like that, because that definitely was the best way to handle that. And I do think, I mean, whether or not it's his producers telling him, I do think Chris is very good at kind of knowing the best thing to do in a situation like that.
Yeah.
But I do love that for a few split seconds, until the police put his fat ass on the ground, he thought, I'm getting away with this. Like, I'm sure he would have taken that to be, you know, okay, I've walked into a sting because I got my son. They're basically going to let me go. Like, they're not going to arrest me in front of him or whatever. So he would have. Sorry.
No, you're good. Keep going. Finish your.
No, I was just going to say, like, you know, he would have had like 2 or 3 seconds of like sheer relief before he started pissing his pants when he realizes he's completely and utterly fucked. And I love that. It's kind of like why I love the Lord Roller Coaster, where he's really happy, then all of a sudden they, you know, tell him that, you know, one of his girlfriends is fucking someone else. He just loses it.
Fucking. Because he's like, I think he like says to like Chris, like, yeah, I'm never going on the internet again. Oh, even better. Yeah, see ya. Thank you.
Well, I think his exact words are, "I'm never doing this again." Like, what part do you mean? You mean trying to fuck a kid? You mean bringing your kid to the next time you try to fuck a kid? Let's be specific about what you're never doing again. Oh, too late. You're fucking arrested, asshole.
Squeaks Callie, the thumbnail you made for this stream makes Jordan look so bad. Like, has Jordan ever heard of skincare? I feel like that the filter I put on, like, it definitely, like, 'cause the original is bad. Like, he got fucked with a weed whacker or something on his neck. He's got these, like, razor bumps. He's got real issues going on in his face. Like, HD would never work for Jordan.
Oh, could you imagine?
Could never. Could never. But, I mean, I guess the beard makes sense now.
Yeah, I'll be covering that up.
Cover that shit up. Yeah, it's the best thing to do.
So he knows all these guys. Go ahead.
Anybody who gets like snarky, I think, is someone who invokes rage,
like a Sokol,
or like like Sokol, or like Mike Manzi too, a little bit.
Damn it, he actually made it.
It's a yoga move too.
I hate that.
Damn it, Joran, you're fucking up our shit here. Come on now.
It was not part of the script, Joran.
No, it wasn't. He probably like went on his keyboard and like Googled one.
Yeah.
Sokol.
Arrogant teacup predator. Oh, so cool.
Oh,
fucking surprised me in rehearsals, Joran.
Do a dry run.
Yeah.
There should be a beard for his entire head. Yeah, there should be, but unfortunately it just does not grow up top.
Like, shut the fuck up, you know.
Shut the fuck up.
Right. Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah.
It's a yoga move too.
Yeah. Oh, I agree. Anybody who is sitting in that police interrogation room or talking to Chris Hansen, like, they know they're busted, and then they have to get. Not only do they have to not only are they like they're trying to rape a kid, but they're also sarcastic assholes as well.
Right.
Mike
Like, you also
Manzi's
just
one of
suck.
them. Mike Manzi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, exactly,
Clifford Wallach is the guy who brought his son. That's his name.
There you go.
Yeah.
Photo Fix Tia, is that his screen name? I assume that's his screen name.
Photo Fix, yeah.
Yeah, no, you're right. It was, it's that dude. Okay.
Danny, you got one?
I have, yes. Anyone who is a teacher, literally fucking hate them. Like, they just incite blind rage in me.
Sure.
Because, I mean, you work with, like, these people who are, you know, they don't know any better, and also they're supposed to trust you. And then it just brings, like, who was it? Was it, I don't know, it was one of the guys from, like, the first ones. They had, like, one of the students say, oh, yeah, he was a creep.
Yeah,
He used to look down our shirts.
That
right.
might have been Baps, actually.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, correct. It was Walter Baps who all the students felt uncomfortable around him.
And also the other guy, jeez, I can't think of his name. Like he would be in
Ruthless
my
J.
what? That's it. Yeah. He would be in my top 10 as well. The guy that where Chris was like, well, because he's said he's going through a divorce. He's like, well, why do you go to a sports bar? It's like, man, I've been doing that all weekend. We'll keep fucking and doing it. Like,
Or
but
try another
there was
bar.
also that's right. Like it's like how does that even. How is that even part of the conversation? Like, it's just like,
It doesn't
oh
math.
man, if I have to watch another innings, I'm going to go insane. I'm going to go start talking to a child. Like, it's nothing. It isn't anything like that. But there was, and I don't know if I've made this up in my head, but I'm pretty sure like they talked to some of his students and like he didn't do anything, but they always got like a bit of a, lingering stare vibe from him.
Oh yeah. And it's something that's so unfortunately like relatable, because it's like there's always that one teacher.
There always
Mm-hmm.
there always is. Yeah. And with the amount of teachers that they called in the stings, it's just more proof that there's lots of those teachers.
Yep, exactly. I don't get it. Who we got here?
I mean, that's the thing with that guy too. When you read his chat log and that, like he's almost kind of role playing that with the decoy. Like, he's saying, what would you do if you were one of the kids in my class? And
Rutherford?
Rutherford. Yes,
Rutherford?
that's the one I'm thinking
I
of.
can't remember. Something.
Yeah, not Ruthless J. Rutherford's the one I'm thinking of.
I think I say Ruthless J because that's what Clobber would call him. That's how I remember him the most.
Ah, okay, yep, gotcha. Like, and like that kind of shit, where like, so he's clearly like, it's one of those guys where if you haven't done anything to a student, it's because the opportunity hasn't been there, or you've just been so scared by it, because the fact that you're talking to this person you believe is underage and you want to role play this kind of teacher-student dynamic is really fucked.
Yes, really, really fucked. And yeah, Rutherford was flexing for the camera when they were like doing the little cam session there.
Well,
Sand shower,
I'm in a
hey,
bad
mommy.
situation here, but any ladies out there,
Any
check out the gun show. Starts kissing his pets.
No, and whatever the fucking car he was driving, that like red.
Oh
Corvette or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
I don't know cars.
It's just, in
Right.
his mug shots is like, which way to the gym? Fucking
He
Rutherford.
sells tickets to the gun show. His gun show.
Absolutely.
I think you're right. But it was just like, yeah, he used to look down our shirts and da-da-da. He was definitely very creepy. Like, you have students saying this, and I think he was actually one of those guys who actually straight up was able to just walk back into his job.
Well, actually,
For a little while.
For
For a little while, he was back.
Yeah, he
Right.
did. He came back. After he bailed out, he went right back to work without telling the
Oh, like
school.
act like nothing happened.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah, and that was infuriating because they told us that, of course. And I'm sure once they saw the investigation, they were like, oh, nope. But,
Oh, of course.
yeah, that pisses me off. And then sometimes it's such obvious low-hanging fruit, but Dustin McFetridge is disgusting. I have no doubt that he did it before. I have absolutely no doubt that he did something like this before. I mean, obviously, there's proof. Like he said, the Japanese steakhouse situation.
Yeah, there was more to that Japanese steakhouse story than Dustin was. What happened was I was going to hit on her daughter. There's more to that story than what
Yeah, no.
Dustin was muttering.
Oh yeah, way more. And I think that the whole reason, because people don't just come to find you at the Japanese steakhouse when
Right.
you've done an they come there when you've absolutely pissed them off, like this is happening, hands are flying, fuck you.
Right.
I will kill you in this Japanese steakhouse. That's what comes out of that. Like, I don't think that was all the truth. And then, of course, the guy who brought his kid. But
Yeah.
the one I hate the most, the one that always fucking gets me, is John Kennelly. For some fucking reason,
I love
he
John Kennelly.
pisses me off so much. Like, no, he's funny.
Hey, bro.
He's very funny.
I like when he apologizes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the way he apologizes. I just gave you something to eat. I'm sorry.
And
Like,
he was a teacher for 13 seconds.
yeah, for all 13 seconds.
Until Chris actually spoke to him and realized that there's no way that this guy's teaching anybody anything.
Oh yeah, no.
Why did you say that?
It's just like,
I think he said. I think Melina. I think he said it in. I think he said he was a teacher in the chat, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah, because it's someone that you're supposed to be able to trust, and
Right.
he was taking advantage of that for sure, absolutely without a doubt. But yeah, just something about him makes me so upset.
Well, that you know what? This is going to be my next question, and maybe this is the answer to that. We hate all these guys, obviously.
Obviously.
Is there anybody that you have like an irrational hatred for? Like I can't tell you why I fucking hate this guy. So I mean, we know why we hate Dustin. We know why we hate Hambubger, and we know why we hate all of these guys. But like, is there anybody that you have like this blinding hate for that like people would be like, yeah, he's not the worst one. I don't know why you hate. I don't know why all this is spewing out of you.
Well, obviously it's Kennelly,
Yeah.
but it kind of does go a little bit deeper. Like, I kind of have like half an insight as to why. I mean, he literally the next day he's back at it like he did nothing wrong. You just got grilled nude in a house that you've never been to in your life. You could never afford to be in, for one.
Yes.
This man is yelling at you while you are naked, and yet you still go back on the internet looking for more. Like, somehow that didn't traumatize you off of the internet. Like,
yeah, no.
Maybe it's because he's slow in the head or something. Not even for a day. Literally the same day he was back online, and then the next day
waited a week or two.
Right, but no, it's infuriating because, like, why would you do that? Like, obviously, there's no cure for it. I don't think that, he was going to be scared forever off the internet by the one thing, but I would think that you'd be like, okay, well, I know this is going on now, so I'm not going back online.
Well, or at least not in the same area the next day.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
exactly.
yeah, no.
Same place.
Cookie Movie by Dandy slowly predicting Joran's fate. Yep, Danny definitely is. Hi, Duchess of Cordville and Voice to Voice.
But man, I love fucking what's his name? Not just talking about.
But who's talking about? Goop. We lost him. We lost him, kids. Hello. Hello. Baby. All right. Well, he'll come back. He always comes back.
McDonald's. A McDonald's of all McDonald's.
I think
McDonald's.
the most infuriating.
That's like a caricature of a pedophile.
It really
Like,
is.
I think they like have that specific chat log up online too. Last time I even bothered to look at anything about him.
Right.
And he is like, him and this decoy argue, about where to meet up. And the decoy's like, that's kind of a long walk for me.
Like, shut up, I want
They're
McDonald's.
arguing about meeting by this one statue or meeting by until they finally fucking settle on the McDonald's, which is out of the decoy's like way, and he has to like promise to buy the decoy something to eat. And it's just like it's like
I think the most infuriating part of that for
Can
me
you
is
hear me?
Ooh, there you are. Yes. Hello.
Sorry, I don't know what happened there.
Oh, you're fine.
But I was just saying, yeah, I love John Kennelly.
John Kelly. Yeah.
Fucking weirdo.
He's such a weirdo, but he looks like somebody who like he doesn't come across as very intelligent, but he's got he has a very sinister type brain. I don't know how else to put it.
Absolutely. Yep. No, that's exactly right. Like similar to Lorne in that way, where he's like he's never going to actually physically hurt someone because he is too dumb to pull it off, not because he doesn't want to.
Yeah. Well, I'm a good guy. You can talk to me.
And I love Clobber's impressions, but his impression of Kennelly is so good.
Oh,
Hey, bro.
Yeah. Any impression that Clobber does, they're really fucking funny. For a while, like Clobber's voice was my Jorn voice, like in my head.
Yep. I think it is still sometimes.
Yeah, especially like in the beginning, like when all the Jorn stuff first started happening. Oh, what an amazing time!
Because I didn't see Jordan in the community much when he was there. Like I didn't know he had a channel.
Mm-hmm.
I just would sometimes see comments with what you were saying, really weird shit. But yeah, when it exploded, and all of a sudden I was learning about all this shit that had happened that I had no idea about. That was amazing.
Oh God, it was just nice. Nice.
Yeah,
because
we could really do with this again. Like, does anyone else want to throw themselves up to be?
Yeah, right. I mean, we had a few people, in the running, but it didn't really go that far. I mean, we had Jesse and Kennedy and.
Yeah, but they didn't have the same gravitas as Jordan. And don't get me wrong, everyone. Like I don't want anyone to be sexually harassed like Jordan did. But if you could just really throw yourself, see if Wes is doing anything. If maybe you want to do an apology video, we'll just see what happens. Just have some fun with it.
Viral. Anyone hear about the new movie coming out called The Conjuring? I love that. Hey, John Ryan. I love that.
Chris referring to McDonald's as a fast food, as a restaurant. Lorna Diddy, I'm going to ask who you think, but I got a couple more donations that I want to get through.
Ooh.
It's let's see. Fred has a question about the Justin thing. Do I understand his story correctly? That it was a mom trying to force him to date her daughter, so he tried to be sexual to scare her off. Did I misunderstand, or is that what he really meant? That's what he really meant, Fred.
Yeah.
At least that's what he was trying to tell Agent Dudinsky. Nobody knew where the fuck he was going with that. Nobody believed that bullshit. But that's what he was going with, Fred.
Yeah, that's insane.
Dan Allen's penis has made yet another.
God.
Oh no!
It's bad. Even I think Dustin was lying, and I'm just a dumb penis. And you're attached to Dan Allen. You have to listen to Dan Allen lying all day long, and you even know that Justin's a liar.
I'm surprised the penis is still alive.
Thank God it's gone.
In his defense, he's just curious.
He's just
curious. He's just trying it out.
I want to test it.
Funny. That wasn't funny. Like he said a quote. No, I'm just curious, but it just wasn't funny. I don't know. Was that funny?
Can you hear me?
Okay, now I can. You can't. Oh, you know what?
Yep.
I'm gonna have to reshare my screen with you. I think because you might have. Oh wait, no. It says it's still working. Can you see my screen?
I can, yeah. I just can't hear
Stop
anything.
by.
You can't hear it.
Dan Allen's ghillie suit.
But you can hear when it plays?
I can. You can't.
No, I can hear you.
Fuck me.
Maybe just go, if you go share screen and select the same thing, but
Yeah.
see if it's, you know how there's a thing where it's like share audio? Is that shared?
Yeah, I can't find the thing to where I can do that. Let's see. Stop sharing. Share screen. Alright, I redid it, so let's see.
It says,
There we are.
Okay.
Yep, perfect.
Got a little Danny laugh there. Technical difficulties. Bye bye. Okay, I gotta go back and you gotta hear an amazing joke that Jordan said. Let's see if I can get to it.
Could never afford to be in, for one.
yes. Really spoke to him and realized that there's no way that this guy's teaching anybody anything.
Oh yeah, no.
Why did you say that?
It's just like
I think they were talking about Dan Allen here.
Oh, yes, yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
he
think
loves
so.
Dan Allen.
Oh yeah.
Just curious.
Just curious, but he has and got another good podcast episode because Chris interviews his daughter.
Dan Allen. Oh, yeah, I've heard that one.
Yeah. Talk about a
Yeah,
sick son
yeah.
of a bitch.
Yeah, he sucks bad.
Mm-hmm.
I think Melina, I think he said it I think he said he was a teacher in the chat, if I'm not mistaken.
Did I go back?
yeah, because it's someone obviously.
Is there anybody that you have in
Yeah. I went back too far.
Right, but no, it's infuriating.
God.
Oh no.
It's bad.
Oh, okay.
Even I think Dustin was lying, and I'm just a dumb penis. And you're attached to Dan Allen. You have to listen to Dan Allen lying all day long, and you even know that Justin's a liar.
I'm surprised the penis is still alive.
Thank God it's gone.
In his defense, he's just curious.
He's just
Just curious.
That's his one thing.
That was his joke.
He will put that in everything.
You can't do the Dan Allen without the arm gestures. I'm just curious. Did you guys see me doing the arms? I'm doing it right now.
It's the arms that make it.
Yeah.
He's so like when you mentioned Dan Allen, I knew what he was going to say. Like,
Yeah. Oh yeah,
he's
we all
so
know.
predictable. And I always have to laugh. Viral effects in the chat says he really laughs like he got abruptly fingered.
Yes. Oh, that is so spot on. Hey, Opie. Opie says hi to everybody.
Hello.
Never drop the bit. Exactly, Cookie Whoopie Pie. That's the definition of comedy.
Just trying it out.
I stopped by. Dan Allen's ghillie suit donated $1.
Yes!
They got it on the ground. On the ground. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, the various body parts of Dan.
Outdoor loser. What's going on here? Well, anyone else who's confused or hasn't been watching, we are going through a stream that Jordan was a part of because he asked to be a part of it. He was not invited to this stream.
Begging to come on someone's stream.
Wes Most, the host of The Worst. What's up, buddy? But yeah, that's what we're doing. A lot of voices are happening here. Oh, you're joking? Oh no, you're good. But you know what? Valid. Because really, what is fucking happening here? I agree now. No, you're fine. You're good.
Dan Allen, and thank you, Fred. Lorne Identity, is there anybody that you have and again, I'm prefacing this by saying
They're all suck.
they're all horrible, horrible people, and we hate them all. But is there anybody that you have like that you're like that people will be like, yeah, I hate them too, but it's a little, it's a little much.
Maybe that guy who came in like the leather jacket, the one with like his CD, he rubbed me the wrong way.
Oh, Stephen Coates.
Yeah, he definitely rubbed me the wrong way.
Oh yeah. Thought crimes. Oh God! You know what? When I hear thought crimes, fucking Jessie. All I can hear is her version.
Oh yeah.
Thought crimes.
She ruins so much.
She ruins everything. Hi, Elsa Marie Armstrong.
Also, the guy, this is way watered down.
Yeah.
Him, like, I don't remember the names really either,
Chris
but yeah, the one who came in who like smelled shitty, and he's just comes in with like the watered down 151
The
in his
stinky
pocket.
one.
Like, yeah, I don't even know how he fit that in his pocket. Like, so crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a giant, like a huge bottle.
the
Pulls out
151.
his cargo shorts.
Like, yeah, exactly, like a magic trick. He pulls out that fucking
like,
bottle.
like he had it in his inventory, right?
Right, and it's in his fucking pocket somehow. Like, how deep are your fucking pockets, dude?
Right.
Like, goddamn.
Yeah, that's
both of them. Like, I exactly. Like, I don't know why, but both of them, they just like, oh, you guys are gross.
Chris Urban is that
Yeah.
is that one. Mileno, who do you got?
Well, since that actor bloke says I'm kind of stinky,
Chris
like
that's
that,
Chris Weaver.
that, yeah, like that. Since it's already been mentioned, I would like
Well,
to go.
that's actually a different guy. Chris Urban was also stinky. He didn't take a shower.
Okay.
That's the first thing he
Don't
did.
worry, many of them smell bad.
Yeah.
Fun
I'm
fact.
gonna take two.
It must
Okay,
be.
so,
Fun fact.
It must be an Australian thing because I also, for a while there, thought that Chris Urban and the other guy were the same person. I think because they both sound fairly similar to me, and they both talk about being stinky, and you don't hear a lot of grown men say stinky. So it's not just Melly.
Yeah.
I also thought that. So but it must be an Aussie thing.
Yeah. Look at me. I'm so dirty.
Oh, you definitely wouldn't have sex if you're dirty. So
Yeah, totally would have
off you go.
showered. Allison Marie Armstrong. This stream happened on April 28th, 2020.
Okay, he's flirting. He's attempting to flirt, and he just talks about how bad his hygiene is. I'm just like, I'm floored. I don't.
It's a ballsy flirting technique. I'll give him to that.
Like, what the fuck does that even mean? Well, I am kind of stinky. Like, first of all.
Well,
Like, oh, hot.
he wanted to get in a shower with that decoy. I think that's what that was
Yeah,
about.
but you don't have to tell that you know I don't want to get anywhere near that swamp ass.
Yeah,
It's not,
he could have left out. He could have left
not
out
even
that
slightly.
he fucking reeks.
Oh my god! And stinky out of all of those, out of every
It's
word
such a
that you
child word.
Yeah.
like you know. Why doesn't he say something a little bit like, oh well, I do smell kind of offensive, but you
Yeah,
know, it's
right.
just something. But
I'm a bit ripe.
When you're going after children, you
Was that Clobber doing an Australian accent?
That was a bit right.
A bit right. Nice, good one.
have to use child's language.
That's right. That's
But
right.
yeah,
That is
exactly.
true.
Yeah, that's it. So since I'm just offended by that for some reason. I just that pisses me off so much. And number 2 is Loverman Genius because he spells genius incorrectly.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Outdoor loser, a bit ripe. The way it's they put it down, spelling wise, that's pretty good. It almost sounded like his Chris Chan impression. Yeah. Oh man, I love that part when the outtakes when they're doing the Jordan's Theater of the Mind.
Oh yeah.
And he was asking about his Jordan was asking about his Chris Chan. And he's like, does it sound like this? Does it sound like that? Because I can't really go up that octave. Like he said, he can't, speak that high. Then why the fuck are you being Christian? And then Clover goes, yeah, I agree. Something, I can't do Chris Chan, but something like that. And it was like, why wasn't Clobber Chris Chan? Jorn had to be the standout character that comes out in the middle and says, everyone watch out, or something.
Exactly.
I got something to say.
Yeah. That's it. It's always the role he was born to play.
He was born to play it. Hi, Christopher Western Chandler here. I can't.
And Clobber just tone it down on the mini syllables.
A little, yeah, just a little bit. Yeah, not too much. Yeah, Cookie Movie buys such an alpha move to upstage Joran.
It's just I don't tolerate fools. Like
yeah, right. Yeah, you would think you would have spell checked your screen name.
Right. Yeah, like just Google, like through Google just to double check. And
although
Kayla,
to be fair, I do refer to myself as clobbering ting time sometimes.
Yeah, but
or at least Lauren
yeah, but
does.
that.
A moment of silence for the Ting. Jesus. Jordan was really into that too, like the Ting thing. I wasn't around for the Ting saga, the Ting era of Clobber, but Jordan was really into it.
Yeah, he really latched onto that. Well, that's the thing. Like, he would just latch onto really
weird
little things, but beat the shit out of them. Just really grind them down.
Who is this asshole? He needs to shut the hell off.
Oh, that's right. Where he goes on his big rant about, how he hated Clobber at the start.
Yeah.
Because he couldn't listen to the calls for free without the interruptions.
Yeah, and then it wasn't until he learned about what was with the Betty donations and all that that made Clobber cool in Joran's eyes.
Yeah.
His Clobber's charitable nature. The Ting lasted 4 weeks. Nobody paid attention. Just Joran. Anything to say horrible things about Clobber.
I thought that was your name, Clobbering Ting Ting.
Yeah, that's what Lauren thinks.
I mean, he is God after all. But yeah, and I also thirdly I hate Kayla.
Yes, I know you do.
I fucking hate Kayla.
She's very dumb.
Yeah, she's insufferable to listen to.
You're gonna think I'm stupid.
Yeah.
I like this.
Why does she hate
She hates Kayla. I think I remember her talking about that before, like her disdain for Kayla.
That's so funny.
Yeah. She's just a child.
I mean, she is really.
She is really stupid. I'm not. She.
You're gonna think I'm stupid. But that whole thing there, and his immediate response is, "You don't have a garage." What?
Let me guess. You don't have a garage? She's like, yeah.
What? And then he just like does that weird. Like, why is that not a massive red flag?
Why?
Like just about anyone else would have been like, click, fucking, putting a hammer through their hard drives, burning their computer, running away. But Lorne's like, oh, it's so cute.
Well, she just, he just thinks it's an adorable thing that Kayla just doesn't know any better. And that's good for him. That's good for Lorne.
Exactly
Easier
right.
to manipulate, yes. But this...
And, as funny as that stuff is, that's another thing that really highlights what a predator is.
Mm-hmm.
Because he just, Kayla's like the wounded gazelle there, like, and he's like, fantastic, this will be even easier.
Yeah, Fast Eddie would call it the broken wing.
Yeah. Yep.
But like each time Lorne would ask about like the house or the location, no details.
No.
Like just a regular road.
But the thing is, like, I mean, I haven't, like, I could be wrong here, like, in terms of the like, I've watched the Sting footage a lot, but I've never paid much attention to when he pulls up and that. Like, isn't there a garage that he pulls up in front of, or is that just part of the house? Because whenever I look at it, it looks like a garage to me.
Looks like a garage to me too. And he pulls right up like he fucking owns the house too.
So,
Way to be
it's gone
stealthy,
from,
Lord.
do you have a garage? Yep, sure do. You're gonna think I'm stupid, I don't have a garage. And then a couple of hours later, he pulls up outside a garage, and none of it is like, whoa, this is weird. What's going on?
Yeah, Lauren rolled a nat 1 for that. For pulling up right there.
What?
Way to be sneaky, Lauren.
It would have been great if I'm just saying, I thought you had blonde hair. If he was always like, I thought you didn't have a garage. She was like, oh yeah, they built it this afternoon.
Yeah, right before their trip.
Okay.
He would have believed it.
Yeah, he's probably like, well, I could build it 2 times as fast as that, so that checks out.
Yeah, because he's a handyman.
Bit of masking tape here,
Mm-hmm.
couple of nails. You got yourself a fine garage.
Yeah, chewed up bubble gum. It's perfect. Perfect.
Oh, if you put her head near your ear, you could hear the ocean.
Yeah.
That's kind of-
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Oh.
no.
Kayla's a...
Sorry, well, unless ChatGPT Billy's fucking with, maybe got the wrong way around. She originally said she didn't have a garage, and then says that she does one. One.
He's correct. Is that? Oh, you were saying that. That she doesn't have one.
Yeah. No,
she didn't.
I was wrong.
She wasn't sure if there was one, and I'm gonna assume she got confirmation from the people that are gonna be at the house. Like, shit, there is a garage.
Oh, well, that makes a bit more sense, but it's still pretty fucking stupid.
Of course.
Kayla's a bit vapid. Oh shit!
Like,
Dan Allen is checking in again. Dan,
Oh,
but this time
boy.
it's Dan Allen's library card.
Oh my.
Wow.
I
Go get it.
I lied. They're with me. So retarculous. Retarculous. That's what's her face. I forgot which decoy said that, but she said it to the
Retarculous.
library card jackass. I fucking hate that guy.
Oh,
yeah.
Thomas Moffat is his name, and he's a fucking piece of shit.
I hate him.
Joran, how about you? Do you have a? And again, I'm prefacing this again that they're all scummy pieces of shit, but.
Okay, so it's a real good thing that you waited to ask me last because I honestly didn't have an answer.
Okay.
But listening to everyone else gave me a chance to think.
Mhm.
None of my choices are irrational,
What?
but
No
here's
way.
2 that haven't been mentioned.
Yeah, really, Jordan, you didn't have an answer. All right.
The rabbi,
No,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
definitely not a rational. A lot of people hate him.
I grew up super spiritual, and anyone who claims to represent God and does that gets the automatic fist in the stomach from Joran.
Mm-hmm.
Plus the fact that he got that angry and lunged at our friend Chris.
Oh, yeah.
That
You don't
puts
do
him in
that.
red zone.
He even did the John Cena move.
Right. Someone said that in the chat too.
Yeah. The grab at his face, baked salmon broke that down recently. That was a good video. The other one, I don't know his name. I'll refer to him as the Giant. Anybody who Mr. Gigi had the great.
You're talking about Lurch, right?
Right.
You're talking about
Yes.
Yes, Lurch.
Yeah.
James Travis Fowler.
Thank you. Mr. Gigi had a great point. He says, I can't stand these guys who treat the decoys like homeless prostitutes.
right.
The fact that he went from talking, decided somewhere in his pea brain, enough is enough of the social niceties. I'm going to get up and walk to her and no doubt rape her. Let's call a spade.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Ultimately,
God.
Rape.
Likes
really
that
lean
word,
into that.
doesn't he? Oh my god.
He does like that. Rape her. They're rape. He fucking.
Yes, we know. That's why they're there.
Fucking.
Jesus.
So good.
I wonder now how Jordan's doing with, with all the certain changes when it comes to saying certain things and being more sensitive about what you say, I don't think it's working out for him.
I couldn't imagine it going that well.
No.
And as Wes says, this is all funny considering how Joran was with his many catfish. It's true.
Very true. God damn it.
Disgusting to me. Nothing.
Oh, really? And that's disgusting to you, too? Wow.
Oh, such a good guy. Everyone, Joran doesn't like rape. Like, have we got this all wrong? He's a pretty good guy.
Trombone slide. He did.
Yeah, Tony the Tiger. That's who I was thinking of. I couldn't think of the name.
Rape. That's
They're
awful.
rape.
That's awful. Oh my god.
Is much worse because they were just like, at that point, they're not human and they're not treating the other person as a human. If you make Lauren look somehow a little bit more likable or moral, yeah.
Anybody
You
that
win.
humanizes Lauren is a bad.
Well, if anyone knows about making Lauren look honorable, it's Joran.
That's he's speaking from experience here.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Joran doesn't like it. Wes loves it. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Can't wait for the new video to come out, Wes. We said earlier.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. You got an identity.
I want to throw a shout out to Night Driver. Says he's got some analysis videos on his channel, so check out Night Driver.
Cool.
Shout out.
So
Night
for
But
sure.
Driver.
I'm not a driver at night, so
I thought
Now, that's my favorite. If it was a favorite,
Here we go.
that's my favorite.
that was.
Here we go, guys.
You were literally fucking asked what your favourite was. This all started by asking you what is your favourite. And after saying, well, I don't know if this is the correct answer, and not saying him, he's now your favourite.
Stupid.
That was going to be my next question.
So quotable. I love
But-
it.
no rubber.
But before I get to, I do want to share the one that I have the
Oh,
most
please
the
Please do.
irrational hatred for, because
Mm.
I did his interrogation video, and I basically couldn't see in front of my face because I was just blind with I fucking hate Jim Roush so much. Man,
So
he's not
much.
the worst predator, but he that whole interrogation, I get so fucking mad at him. I just want to punch the shit out of him.
Coming from the
The
bridge.
fact that he's having such a good time in that interrogation room, the fact
yeah.
that he's telling jokes like he's at Pompillo's, his weird.
He thought he was walking out. He thought he was walking out.
Yeah,
of
he
that
was just
police
walking.
office. Yeah.
His misplaced ego. There's so much about Jim Roush, and I know I'm doing heresy to Mike Pence right now, because that's my lord as far as Pence is concerned. But man, Jim Roush fucking drives me up a goddamn wall. Like that interrogation stream that I did was probably the hardest, the most work I've ever done doing a live stream, getting through that fucking shit, because I hate him so goddamn much. But is there a
See,
guy
I
you're...
find him so entertaining.
I find him
Oh,
hilarious.
I mean, as we're kind of talking about before, like if you're taking away the fact of what they were trying to do, like he would easily be in my top 3 for. I just watch his interrogation over and over. I mean, this prick's just been arrested for trying to fucking kid, and he falls asleep. Like, how is that not amazing?
Yeah, like he has not a care in the world. He thinks he's chumming it up with these. He sees himself like with the interrogators, like they're all colleagues. They're all
Yeah,
the
like
same
they're
level.
they're in the break room shooting the shit about the last case they worked. Like,
Yep.
it's just so good. And then he even tries to, like, you know, come down on them at some stage where it's like, oh, well, you know, I come down on you for, you know, playing on lonely people or whatever the fuck he says. I'm like, wow, buddy, like, whoa.
Like he's giving them, like, critiques. Like he's critiquing their performance on how they caught him.
Exactly right.
Dude, do you know where you are and what's happening right now? Because is it the booze?
And the fact that he didn't make the house because he was so drunk and so lost, and they're just like, just go and fucking arrest this guy before he kills someone.
Exactly. I did the calls not too long ago on a stream, and it's just he so badly could have hurt somebody, but they were determined to get him there.
Absolutely. He's driving around trying to find this house. He's asking people for directions. They're giving them shit because they don't know where the fuck he is. But geez, I would have loved it if he got to the house. Like, him and Chris interviewing him would have been amazing.
Yes. Yeah, there are a few that we didn't get. We didn't get Jim Roush. We didn't get Twink Toilet.
Oh, yes, that's right. He would have been good.
Yep, he would have been a good to confront. But we did get an interrogation, so we got something.
See, Twink Toilet's another great one for like the excuses that make absolutely no sense. My friend's mum has cancer.
Yeah.
Guess I got to go rape a kid.
Yeah.
You know what happens?
Man, yeah, when you think you've hit rock bottom, that's where you go. Jesus Christ.
I'll start with you, Jordan. Is there a guy that you are entertained by, like a guy that you know? I can't hate him too much because he's just too goddamn funny. But before you answer, Cody donated $5 and says, "Bud Light is the Pizza Hut of beers." He's got a point there. Fuck Lauren Armstrong and his stupid, shitty Pizza Hut life. You bring up excellent. That's a great analogy, Cody.
It's funny because he's supposed to be a male slut, and we also call Pizza Hut Pizza Slut. So you know.
Hey.
So Jordan, is there a guy that you?
I would love to see an animation of Jim Roush's Wild Ride.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So
Absolutely.
and it would cut to like the Southern Aphrodite going, no.
That would be great. Slothcat.
Come on,
Slothcat should
Slothcat.
do that.
Come on, Slothcat. We need
Do
you
it,
more
buddy.
than ever.
I'm coming from the bridge.
You were entertained by, like a guy.
Yes.
I mean,
by far.
I'm going to preface this again by saying, you know, they're all pieces of shit. They're all monsters. We hate them all. But is there a guy?
Absolutely.
I can't be mad at you.
It's definitely, if Lauren's my number one, as a comedian, the most material I could get by far would be the Gay Romano.
Of course, that's my answer as well.
I cannot tell you how many times I have crowbarred, not shoehorned, crowbarred into a conversation that has nothing, mind you, to do with sexuality. I all of a sudden pop off with, "I'm not gay, I'm just saying."
Yeah.
I can put that anywhere. And most of his other things, he's so close. Almost every single line is Tommy Wiseau perfect.
It is.
Just, I'm not a driver at night. The pronunciation of Atlantic City.
Jordan's so good at making things like not funny anymore.
Yep.
Like
once he's put his spin on it.
Once he puts his spin on it. And you know what? He was correct. He crowbars shit.
Absolutely.
Crowbars his jokes in and just digs in and gives it a little twist. It's so because like
well,
you I forgot what I was gonna say. Go.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, like, I think that's why he streams that, like, it's all so unnatural because he's not actually talking, like, he's not actually interacting while he's there. He's just got these little things that he wants to put in there. So it's like he's playing like a real life what's the word? Like find a word kind, not find a word, but just like what are those things where you put in the blanks? Like it's. But that's kind of what he's doing.
Like Mad Libs?
Yeah. Like he's constantly playing a Mad Libs. Like I want to say I'm not gay or anything. Smell my breath. So wait. Oh, someone said something that's a little bit that sounds like they're talking about someone being gay. Boom, here we go. Nailed it, Jordan.
Oh yeah. Oh cool. We got Slothcat in the house, and Slothcat is too busy on my various projects.
Well, Slothcat has just confirmed that Wes does not own him, so
he is a
let's get that Rouch cartoon.
Get that Rouch cartoon.
Not my brother, my other brother.
Right.
We'll see what happens. Put the beer in the fridge.
Yeah.
I didn't want that. Yeah, I did a stupid thing. There are so many. Look.
It's refrigerator. Not fridge. I don't know.
Refrigerator.
I'm sure he says fridge once, but...
Yeah.
In the refrigerator.
I just rattled
and
them off.
He's right. These are all funny lines, but he is just ruining it.
He ruins it. He just fucking...
From the top.
Yeah.
That's how good he is.
I'll tell you, like...
Audibly.
I watch his footage, and I just say to myself, oh, Anthony, I can't stay mad at you. Look what you're saying.
You came to bless a child, but I can't be mad at you.
I stopped by.
It's good direction.
'Cause I'm just a Cali slime bucket witch lady.
Alright.
Westmost donated $3.
Thank you.
After this stream, Heisenberg asked me to be a part of his 24-hour stream. My one stipulation was, not if Joran is involved. Heisenberg replied, I don't know who Joran is, but you are like the third person to say the same thing.
Oh my god, that's so true.
That's amazing.
Yeah, whatever you do, don't invite Joran. Who the fuck's Joran? Doesn't matter. Don't ask him. You'll thank me later. Oh god. No joke. Again, fuck you. Thank you, Wes. That is a good memory. I think like Joran, he was like a little offended that he wasn't asked.
Oh, he must have been. I'm surprised that he didn't ask. He seemed to just go around and, ask repeatedly whenever he wanted to be on something.
Yeah, I didn't think he would be like. He obviously believes he's hotter than Heisenberg White, so why be afraid to ask him?
Yeah, you should, like, wouldn't that be an alpha thing to do? To, rather than wait to be asked, just be like, oi, Heisenberg, I'm going to be on that stream, alright? Call me at this time. Don't make me fucking call you, buddy.
Yeah,
like,
don't schedule me, I'm just gonna call when I'm ready.
Yeah. Exactly right. Hopefully I'm ready, We'll see.
Yeah, Wes confirms when I asked Jordan about it, he was upset that he was never invited. I don't know. I'm sure no one knew who the fuck you were, Jordan. Don't they know who he thinks he is?
And see, he would have assumed, because I mean he's said that on streams that he's worked with the biggest names and all this kind of stuff, so you'd have to know who he is.
Oh my god. And I love that he says he worked. Like it was an actual gig, like an actual project that's, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Like
are you gonna put that on your resume?
I'd love to see his LinkedIn page.
Right. Joran's Theater of the Mind. Guest starring.
More Live Radio.
Yeah.
with Andrew Burkett. Shin's Koala. Clobbering Ting Time. The most worst.
Yeah, he gave good directions. Melanie, I'm going to ask you next, but before I do, I got a couple more donations. Dan Allen's friend's mom's cancer. Oh my goodness.
Oh no.
The truth is, I made them do it. They were so depressed. That'll happen when your friend's mom has cancer. It just leads to child abuse.
He makes me so angry too.
Oh,
he makes me so angry too.
Our boy, the twink. And then
Twink Toilet makes me upset.
Yeah. And Fred donated $2 and says, "Have any of you guys sucked dick at Pompillo's?" And yes, Fred.
Who hasn't sucked dick at Pompillo's?
Fred, you haven't lived. I didn't even know Pompillo's was a restaurant too.
Yeah, and here we are just sucking dick at the Pompillo's.
Yeah. What else?
I'm surprised Jordan didn't say, "Not me." Fuck that.
Well, I'm actually surprised as well.
Yeah. He would have shot that shit down immediately. Maybe he wasn't paying attention. He was moving his desk. Moving his desk around.
What else do you do?
Not
there?
me, ladies.
Not me, ladies, and I'm single. I'm available. Yep. Cheap date. Cheap date.
Yeah. Once I have a few drinks, then you see the real Joran.
Oh yeah, then you see the real. God damn it.
Melena, do you have
Certainly not it.
you have a guy that you just I can't stay mad, like I can't hate you too much?
It's not it's a hard one to answer because they all have their own like unique, like they're all very memorable, they're all very identifiable.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Izzy Stardust, welcome. Glad to see you here.
But I would have to say,
And I saw Punk Pansy for a minute ago. Sorry, girl. Hi.
my all-time favorite. Okay, my all-time favorite would have to be when is it Safraz Khan and
Oh, when they showed up together, yeah.
Yeah, and then he turns around.
Tennis boy.
Yeah, tennis boy, right.
With
the
the absolute worst pick, like.
Oh my god!
I don't even.
Yeah, that pick is like he just got off the bus from the boat from Ethiopia. It's like he's the most malnourished.
No. Is he talking? He's talking about the. Is he talking about the picture I'm thinking? Tennis. You're talking about Tennis Boy.
Yeah. Tennis boy enslaved the mistresses.
Yeah. Tennis Boy got so offended that the decoy didn't think he looked like younger or something. Like he.
Yep. See, my favorite part of that is where, like, because the slave to mistresses has no fucking idea what's going on.
No.
And Tennis Boy is like, I think we're about to be arrested. He's like, what?
Yeah, Tennis Boy was very tuned in. Slave to mistresses, not that much.
What?
Do I look 16? Yeah, Jesus. No. Gets all pissy about it.
It's so funny.
Hey, CNJ Dev.
Like Predator.
It's just.
And that's because he wants to look like a teen boy.
Well,
for
Yeah,
sure.
right. He says it's like, oh, what are we gonna get arrested? I think, and then his son's like, what?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I cannot tell you. I had to replay that moment several times. And basically any Chris Hansen and he's like zingers, like one-liners. I don't know. I mean, I'm sorry. There's no particular Predator for me because it's just the whole thing was incredibly entertaining. Like
Sure.
everything.
Oh, that's why we love it.
Of course.
Lorne Identity, do you have one that like you just? I can't go too hard on you.
I'm of Middle Eastern descent, and my dad has a lot of friends who sound like the guy who's like, never, ever.
Oh yeah.
You know, I'm Egyptian. I am Muslim. I don't do this. Like, I don't do the Bush so well because I grew up around that accent so much, and it's just so funny hearing that guy. Never, ever. Like, it's not even like I like him. I just think the accent is so funny because I associate it so much with this one person in my real life.
Yeah. Danny,
Yeah, it was very funny.
Danny, you got one?
Oh, I miss Lord Identity.
Yeah.
It's a really hard question. I'm gonna say Jeff Stacy.
What's wrong with that? It's just talking. I
My
don't
voice
see.
is great.
And not
Wait. Cookie Woofy, by how jealous was Joran of T.L.I. being Middle Eastern?
Absolutely. And then, as Wes says, this is how you do comedy involving your ethnicity.
Yeah, every time.
And it's true.
Oh, yeah. Are you Dominican?
not even just for like the quality of his voice. Like I don't know, for some reason he's one of those people, and maybe it's because we kind of got a follow up on him and he's moved on with his life.
Yeah.
And I honestly didn't think he was that funny upon first like listen. I was just like, oh my god, this pedophile ass. Like I was just kind of like, he made me upset like everybody else did.
Of course.
And then now that we have this follow up and he's actually one of the few people who's moved on with his life, I'm just like, yeah, I can't stay too mad at you. I mean, but other than that, someone who obviously fucking hasn't moved on, if fucking at all, like Lorne's the guy for me. Like I find so much entertainment out of him that it's endless. Like he gave me You Are Not Driving. I can't see that man.
You Are Not Driving.
Yeah.
Is just like real quick on
please.
Jeff Stacy?
Yeah, sure.
Is there were there extenuating circumstances that made his voice sound like that? I read somewhere
he was sick.
that he doesn't really sound like that.
That's I've read that too, that he had some kind of he had like the flu or a cold or something.
Right. He had a chest cold hanging on.
Yeah, he had the chest cold hanging on to him a little bit, and for some reason, Jeff Stacy's the only person in the world who when he gets
just completely deteriorates.
Yeah, the voice comes out like that, you know.
He was
horrible.
You should have heard me when I had bronchitis. I sounded like that.
I would like to hear Jeff Stacy's normal voice, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I do too. Watch it be like really deep and seductive. What's wrong with that?
Yeah. It's just talking.
It's just talking. I don't see.
The internet and real life are two different things.
I swear, when I get to prison, I'm going to kill myself.
Put me in jail and I'll hang myself. Dan Allen's other amusement. I'm not sure what that means, but I love it.
I love how Jordan tried to do the suave Jeff Stacy, and they all just talked over him.
Totally, and they do it so much better.
Amazing.
They totally beat him too. Was that his sex tips with Dan voice? Is that what he's trying to do?
Yeah, that was sex tips with Jeff.
Sex
very
tips
similar.
with Jeff.
And other stupidity. Jeremy DeWitt is the Lorne Armstrong of fake cops. I don't know who Jeremy DeWitt is, but yeah, you know what?
I think that's the guy who would who said he brought like a fucking shotgun with him or something stupid like that.
Well, I don't think Jeremy DeWitt's not a predator. I think he's just a guy who impersonates police on an epic scale. I think he's the John Kennelly of police impersonators.
I think he's the guy who pretended he was a police officer, but he was like a detective or
a private eye or something. That's Michael Patterson.
I don't know names anymore.
Yeah, no.
They all blend together.
As far as I know, Jeremy DeWitt is not a predator, a TCAP alumnist.
I don't know anymore. I hear names and I'm like, I'm trying to fit them to faces, and I don't know. I don't know anything about this anymore.
The Verge cleared it up. Jeremy DeWitt is the cop impersonator from Florida, but not a predator. Is he a predator off the Verge? Because I don't know.
According to Wes, he is.
'Cause I'm just a Cali slime bucket witch lady.
Wes Most donated $3. TLI is back. New Lorne identity video dropping tonight.
Shit.
He did the KC emails with me, Blue Boy and Slothcat earlier today. Part 1 tonight, Part 2 tomorrow. Cornville three-way retired from Monegros.
That last bit is a lie.
Yeah,
I never retired.
From Monegros is what
Wes just won't have me back anymore.
A few weeks ago, and has just refused to return. That was the end of that. You're cut off.
Slander.
Slander. Lies. Oh, okay. Well, also according to Jeremy DeWitt is a pedo. I don't know much about Jeremy DeWitt. I don't know if you do. I don't.
No, I don't know much about him either.
Mm-hmm.
I know less about him than I do about Jason Blaha. So,
Same, right? Who's that? I still don't know who he is. I still don't get it.
Oh, I don't know the name.
Oh, Klaba, may I have a distant second, please?
Yeah, of course you may.
a distant second.
What the fuck is a distant second? Why did he add that? Hey, can I have a second? Can I say something?
Yeah, just talk, which is as the the other two parts we did this, just talk. If no one else is asking permission to talk. But also, what is a distant second? I have not heard that in this context.
Distant second. So is it like longer than a second? Is it a stretched out second?
Because the only context I've heard distant second in would be this person's the best, blah blah's a distant second. So it's kind of like saying first is this and second, first is this, then daylight, then second. But it doesn't work in this context at all.
No, he just can't talk.
Silly Joran.
He tries to add words. He adds some flowery words to make him sound intelligent.
Definitely.
He's an RSO. Okay.
The role-playing chat room guy.
Mm.
Are you involved?
Oh my God, Schumann.
Sally motherfucking Wexler?
The shirt above his head like he's a fucking ghost. There's nothing going on here, dog.
Oh God.
No fun going on here, dog.
Role-playing chat room.
Okay, he knew a quote.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Cool. Like a ghost.
Yeah, exactly.
What? She threw out that hard drive, dog. She cleared that hard drive. What's that motherfucking Wexler, dog? I pretty much exhausted all the topics that I have. Does anybody? I want to know if anybody in the comment room, because I apologize that I've largely kind of ignored the comment room. But if anybody has any questions for anybody on the panel in the comment room, fire them out, or something that you want to know from one of us, perhaps. I do want to answer a question that
Fire away.
I do want to answer a question that I was emailed, and somebody asked me what is going to happen once, because again, we're at 15K plus that we've raised for Betty, and they asked me if
Jordan gave a little woo.
Raise the roof, Jordan.
Yeah, woo woo. My God, it's grasping at straws now. It's like, come on, Jordan, talk.
Entertain us.
Entertain us, come on.
What's going to happen after that, and I really don't know. I may just call it quits, to be honest with you. I'm not really sure. I haven't really thought about that.
Once you get to 30K, you mean?
Yeah.
Baba walks into the sunset like Shane.
Yeah, I may, or maybe find another charity or something. I haven't really thought about that. But if you were to ask me right now, I would probably just end Sunday with COD.
Right. Would you still stream occasionally, or just be done altogether?
I don't know. I might still stream occasionally.
Just go back to consuming it.
I think I would. I would definitely take a long break from it. But
right. You've done season finales before.
Yeah, but those were because I was going. I with my job, there are certain points in the year where I know for a couple weeks I'm going to be just slammed with work. So I'm not going to be able to
gotcha.
to do the show. That's what the season finale. I always know that I'm coming right back. That's why I never call it series finale. I just call it season finale.
fair enough.
They say
Interesting.
DeWitt is an actual sex predator.
Yeah, Cookie Whoopie Pie, exactly. We're pretty lucky that Jorlai happened so soon after the donation goal, and it breeds a new era of clobber streams.
Yes.
Yes, very thankful for that. Other than the apology calls, I don't really enjoy the other Jorlai content anymore. I understand. There's some content I'm like, not Joran. You know, I love Joran content, but I get burned out too from other things. I get Lauren burnout. I do. Have you gotten like burned out?
Oh yeah, I have. I mean, even kind of recently, I got a bit burnt out with probably, you know, lawn and teacup and that kind of thing. So I just kind of switched it off for a while and went more back to like, you know, just straight out true crime and that. And then, you know, after a while, you get it, you get that, you know, it pulling you back in.
Yeah. If it pulls me back in, it pulls me back in. But I've been watching nothing but true crime too.
Yeah. I mean, that's always, you know, been like, I mean, I was into true crime before this kind of stuff. But yeah, I do think it's good with anything to, you know, when you feel like you get a bit burnt out, just take a bit of a break and that. But yeah, no, I'm getting entertained by it all again now, which is good.
Yeah. Like when other people are streaming, I'll listen, but I don't listen to like calls on their own.
Yeah, see, the SMH call was the first call I'd listened to in a while, but I mean, I listened to that on the quadcast with Wes and the others, so I guess that was streaming away anyway. So it is always more entertaining on a stream, as much as Joran doesn't like interruptions.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Wes, and police body cam videos. That's a good palate cleanser for me when true crime gets dark, especially when it starts to like talk about like mothers killing their children. I'm like, okay, this is getting too much.
Yeah, that absolutely. Like that's what I think. I use both. Like when I get a bit too much of law, and then I'll go back to true crime for a while, and then when I get a bit too much of true crime, like I got really dug deep back into like the Casey Anthony and Chris Watts stuff recently, and then I got to a point where I cannot think about these motherfuckers anymore without wanting to like point something through my eye. So I best take a break.
Yeah, I mean, I am chomping at the bit to finally see Sarah Boone's trial.
Oh yeah.
The suitcase murder. She's been milking that.
Yeah, like I haven't got too much into that, but because I am waiting for that to get to trial to kind of go into it. But the other one that I haven't got into, which I feel like would be interesting, is that Ezra McCandless, whatever their name is.
I think Polynomial just put that name in. Ezra. Huh, I'll have to look that up.
McCandless is a weird last name. Yeah.
Holy shit. Let's see, hasn't she been through like... Yeah, she's been through like 7 attorneys. Sarah Boone. Not intentional.
Were there any topics like you guys want, or anything that you guys wanted to discuss that maybe I didn't bring up?
I think we exhausted the ones that I brought up.
Yeah. Melina, you got anything for me?
I'm I don't know. Are you sure?
I could kind of tell that everyone's kind of losing a little bit of steam at this point.
What is it? 2 hours and 37 minutes.
Yeah.
Of hanging out with Joran. It really does. It really would be a bit of a.
It really takes the wind out of your sails. Yeah, but they keep going.
Yeah, you gotta I mean, this is a great effort. Like 4 hours of this
Yeah.
is pretty awesome.
Man, isn't it past like Jordan's bedtime? Gotta get those.
Surprise! I'm surprised he hasn't been raising and lowering his stats just to keep himself awake.
Yeah.
Like, come on. Come on, Jordan.
This is your moment. This is how you get the followers.
Yeah. I mean that desk is so loud, and in the stream that Kennedy and him did, she's just talking and he's just like. She's such an asshole.
Such a prick.
You asked me this yesterday because I was like just talking nonstop. I can't remember actually. No. I'll get back to you on that one. Just give me a sec.
Okay. Michael Mendoza asks, can't we keep raising money for Betty? And Michael, yeah. I mean, I may do that. Sure.
Oh, actually, I have one. It's probably.
Will I do a face reveal at 30K? Maybe that's something to consider.
You should. Some inspiration to get donations going.
That's a good way to lose all my. That's a good way to lose all my subscribers really quick.
Just bomb the channel.
Oh, you can't be uglier than Lauren. Come on.
No, I think I do have Lauren beat.
Whoa, we got a Mike Pence here. What is this called? It's called StreamZilla, featuring Jorn Comedy. Sorry, no Jim Roush today.
That's a profound statement right there.
Yeah.
Do you happen to actually be a gorilla?
Essel donated $1 and says, clobbering time. By the time we hit 30K, you might not fuck up the stream. That's wishful thinking, Essel. I will find a way. Off the Verge wants to know,
where there's a will, there's a way.
That's right, I can do it, Essel. Off the Verge wants to know, do any of you think that the predators that showed up to test the sting should have gotten any charges? So any of the people who were just testing it, do you think they should have been charged?
I mean, testing it is just another word for attempting to do.
I'm sorry?
I just love that guy that was like, I was just testing it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I forgot his name. Please, Mr. Gary. Please, Mr. Gary.
Can I get a ride home?
Oh, not that guy. No, that's a different person.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I remember that halfway through saying it, like, that's not right.
That's not right.
Do a crime.
Semantics.
Testing rape.
I just wanted to see if I could get away with molesting a child.
I just want to see if I can get away with it. That's all.
Yeah.
I believe anyone who politely asked and said that he would change his ways and that he knew this was going to happen should be given complete leniency.
You're right.
That's how I feel about it.
Right. It's like that. It's like that one comment. Like, oh, just because you asked, I'll let you go.
Red asks, is Maine a one-party consent state? And yes, Red, it sure is. Unfortunately for Lauren.
Yeah, sorry, Lauren.
Sorry, buddy.
Let's see. What do you think will happen at the actual COD stock?
I can't remember if this happened yet, or did I miss it? Or is it this stream? I keep waiting for the moment when Jorn says, follow for follow.
I don't know. I can't recall that.
It's such a short little thing, but it's so, it's a perfect Jorn thing because he was all about that follow for follow.
Absolutely.
What do you guys think will happen at COD stock?
Well, a bunch of I can kind of see it though. Like I do believe there'll be probably about a dozen or so people showing up. Just sitting parked out front of the across the street, and like with tents pitched up and everything, and
someone's gonna get sick.
Yeah, and everyone's obviously wearing the hats, the Boston hats. So it's like
We
I
are
can see that, and
definitely
people
going
just
to
drinking and
Klopstock.
What's up?
We are definitely going to Klopstock.
Definitely gonna do a real codstock. Jordan probably thought that was really gonna happen.
Oh, he absolutely did.
Are you in this call? You are not Mike Pence. Yeah, you need to jump in there. Tell him what's what.
I can see that happening, and shouting like, I thought you had blonde hair, like. But yeah, I can definitely see that happening, and I would definitely go if the borders
Cause I'm just a
disappeared for a second.
bucket bitch lady.
Wes Most donated $3. I have a question for Cornville Three-Way. Do you think all black people are related and we share the same thoughts, desires, fears, and hopes? Were you thinking this whole time I was Malik Washington? This has to be so embarrassing for you.
So embarrassing for you. I wish I was surprised.
I don't feel like there's any way I can answer this without without getting more shit.
Yeah.
Wes is already clipping things I've said in our private chat to use as an exposed video. So.
Oh no. Oh no. He's probably sitting on that one. Thank you, Wes.
Malik Washington.
Malik. What did Jessie call him? I can't remember. She gave him like a different name. I don't remember.
Who Malik?
Jessie. I haven't listened to Jessie stuff in a while. Malachi. Thank you.
Malachi.
Malachi.
I hope somebody steals those dogs. Like, let's steal the dogs.
Yeah.
Let's use this as an advantage.
Right. Yeah. I actually, you know what? Like, I would break into his trailer and take the dogs, dog napping. You know.
Oh, you and me both. Let's steal these dogs.
Yeah. Yeah. The only problem is getting through the piss-soaked yard. I don't know if I can. There's not enough. Hands.
That's part of the fun of it. It's like the obstacle course.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Just wear some rubber booties over like your normal shoes. You'll be fine.
Yeah, you'll be okay.
It's kind
like
of
a crime scene investigator.
Yeah. It's like why, like Lord waking up in the middle of the night and seeing like these two people in white spacesuits. Like the fuck, they've come for me this time. I knew I was not one of you.
Rhoda's True Tootsie asks, Clobber, what do you think the chances are of Lorne trying to do a money grab and sue because he was used to raise money for Betty? Oh, I'm sure.
Oh my! If he ever finds out, 100%.
I'm sure. I'm sure he would try doing it. But the problem is, he does not have the money to, and who does he go after? The billable hours to that would be astronomical. A case like that, he would be shelling out $100,000, and for what? Well, like, who is he going to go after? But I do think...
Right, like, what would he get out of it? Like, some satisfaction?
Yeah.
I think this is a good time to probably call it, I think.
Yeah, yep.
No,
I think that's good.
You all right? Yeah, my dogs are wanting to go outside, and God, I hope there's some more. I know there's some more stuff in there. Like, does he just go silent for the rest?
There would have to be.
There has to be.
There has to be more. There has to be more
We're
drama.
gonna find
I won't
it.
accept.
We're gonna get through this.
Yep.
We will.
Well, take your dogs out, make sure you don't make Kayla wait.
Make sure what?
You don't make Kayla wait. Do you remember that from the chat log? Where he's like,
oh, right, don't make Kayla wait. Right, yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to close out. I don't think I've seen this. This came up on Jorn Comedy's channel. It's a some of the improv. We're gonna watch that. Thank you again, Cornwall, for doing this. This was so fun.
No, thank you for having me.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Lots of fun.
Yes, we will conclude this at some point. We don't need it. No rush.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It'll be sitting there waiting for us. Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
And that's how I button up my pants.
It absolutely is. Well, let me be the first and probably last to I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna do that right there. There you go. And you can. That's a chair that is not yours anymore, so I can walk in that general direction. The secretary will see you out. Arrivederci. That was wonderful. Fucking angry. Well, this is a breath of fresh air. This is amazing. Actually, the next candidate, he graduated from Yale. He was working at the Peace Corps for 3 years. He was.
Is this it?
Wow. He actually was nominated for the Nobel Peace.
And I think that's it for Joran's.
Is that all of Joran's part?
I think so. I don't see anything else. All right.
Well done, Joran.
Great job, Joran. Who the fuck? That was very boring. Sorry, guys, but good night.
Not